The first thing I generally notice when it comes time to change my diaper is the weight and thickness of the diaper. When it gets to a point when I can feel myself starting to waddle or walk funny, or I start to feel self-conscious of such things, I know that that's a red flag that it's time to make my way for a change. Sometimes when the weight gets to be so much that I find my diaper sagging off of my butt and myself pulling it back up constantly, that's another sign that I look out for. There are some types of diapers that you can wear that absorb so much that they'll gain so much weight that the tapes will start popping off before the diaper even begins to leak. There are other types of cloth bag diapers where the tapes will tend to pop off or wear down well before the product is fully used. If the tapes are popping off, that's a good sign it's time to change. There are other times where it's more of a wetness buildup that creeps into my awareness. I mostly get this sort of feeling from the cheaper, lower quality diapers like the Abena M2. These types of products certainly have their places and their uses, but it's not something I would personally recommend for full-time use. I like to keep products like this on hand for tactical deployment for situations where I want a little bit more discretion or where I won't be needing to wear the product for that long because I know I'll need to take a shower or change soon. One potential sign of this sensation is that when you go to sit down on a chair, it feels like you're sitting on a wet sponge. Wearing these far more absorbent diapers will lead to a different sensation of wetness buildup around the leg holes or leg cuffs of the diaper. This is generally due to gravity bringing the fluid down to the lowest collection point in the diaper and causing that part to become the most saturated first. For me personally, this leads to a feeling of wetness and oversaturation around the leg holes and leg cuffs that can get uncomfortable enough to bring my awareness to the fact that I'm wearing a diaper and that it needs to be changed. Over the years, I've come to pick up any sign or level of discomfort or soreness as one of those signs that I need to get out of this diaper because I'm beginning to get a rash. Basically, I have a rule of thumb where if I feel any level of discomfort anywhere in the diaper area at all, then that's a sign that it's time to change. Any kind of burning sensations or soreness feelings coming from your diaper area are all signs that you're beginning to get a diaper rash and you need to take immediate steps to get that addressed. Speaking of diaper rash, if you find you're constantly battling it yourself, you should try this specially formulated powder for adults that I made. It's talc-free, unscented, and made not to just prevent diaper rash, but also treat it when it does occur. It helps to soothe your discomfort, heal your skin, and protect your skin from further damage all in one go. So if you want to join my diapered army and become a part of the powdered platoon, just enter in DDA20 for 20% off at checkout for your discount on Dynamo's diaper powder. I'll put a link in the description below. Now, when I don't notice the fluid buildup around the leg holes and the leg cuffs of the diaper, this can lead to the next sign of awareness, and that's my clothes becoming damp. When layers of clothing start becoming damp, not only can you start to smell like urine, but this can also lead to chafing and friction rashes caused by the wetness of the damp clothes against your skin. Personally, I happen to notice this feeling of my clothes getting damp more often when I'm wearing cloth bag diapers, which is why I tend to prefer and recommend using plastic bag diapers over the cloth bag kind. Basically though, if my clothes are beginning to feel damp and uncomfortable, I know that's time to beeline it to the bathroom for a change. Now, being consciously aware of our own bodily smells can sometimes be a challenge for many of us, since most of us don't really smell our own scent. It's because of this reason that if I can smell urine coming off of myself, that means other people probably can smell it too, and they're just too polite to say anything about it. In any case, I take that as a sign that it's diaper change time. Now, there are a lot of different types of conditions out there that can lead to incontinence issues, bowel issues, bedwetting issues, and if for some reason you have any issues with determining the sensory inputs previously described, the next best steps to take are to actually conduct a visual or physical check. In these particular cases, you may want to try scheduling regular visits to the restroom where you can break away privately and take a visual check. Most types of adult diapers out there that you'll wear, it'll be easy to tell just from a visual check, especially if they're the white kind. It's a little bit more difficult to tell visually with the kinds of diapers that have prints like this tie-dye diaper that you see me wearing here, but most other types of diapers have this wetness indicator strip on them. These wetness indicators will either disappear or change color as the fluid saturates that part of the material. These are generally built into the diaper for the sake of any potential caregivers who might be doing the diaper changes, but they can also work in these situations too. For some of the more colorful options, it can be difficult to tell at a glance, and it may be necessary to actually feel the surface of the diaper. The dry parts of the diaper material will be a bit stiffer than the wet, squishy parts. You can do this feel test even from the outside shell of the diaper, but some might even reach a finger or two within the leg holes to feel how wet the inside of the diaper is. Just be sure to wash your hands afterwards. Anytime my diaper begins to spring a leak, that's oftentimes a sign that there's something not quite right and that I probably need to change. This can mean anything from the diaper being too saturated, to the tapes being too loose, to the diaper not fitting right, to the booster pad being clumped up and causing leaks to occur, to the inside material of the diaper beginning to clump up and causing it not to perform right. Of course, if the stuffing is coming apart in a diaper, not only is it more prone to leaks, it's a lot less comfortable to wear. Once you have a situation where your skin is touching the plastic outer shell of the diaper, it begins to feel like you're just wearing a trash bag around your waist, and that becomes really uncomfortable and degrading to wear, leading you to need to change. Having to wear a product that clumps like this not only leads to much higher levels of discomfort, but it can also lead to feelings of self-consciousness, which can affect how we feel about ourselves mentally. For more on the ways needing to wear diapers can have a mental impact, check out this video next. Until next time, stay dry.